This is Dr. Patty Barrett. He's a cardiologist who I follow on Instagram. Him and Muhammad Allo are the two cardiologists that I like, and Dr. Joel Kahn is also a great cardiologist. He's a vegan, but I want to listen to what Dr. Patty Barrett says about a simple test you can do to look at your heart disease possibilities.
Here's a simple test you can do at home to assess your risk of early death based on your muscle strength, muscle mass, and muscle power and balance. It's called the single leg standing test, where you stand unsupported on one leg for 10 seconds. If you can do it, that's good. If you can't, that's not great, but you can work on it.
I'm doing it right now as I'm talking, so I guess I'll be all right. I don't have to worry about sudden death. But the point being is that balance and muscle strength are essential for people, and probably because as we age, if you have a risk of falling and breaking a hip or something, that increases your rates of mortality as well. And also just blood perfusion can also be responsible for balance.
For those who could do the test, so they could stand unsupported for 10 seconds on one leg, and you followed them for about 10 years, you find that over 90% of them were alive after that 7 to 10 year period. But for the people who couldn't stand unsupported on one leg for 10 seconds, about 32% had died at that time point, which is a significant amount more. Now, there are several confounders likely to be at play here.
So let's listen to the confounding factors, because that's always important too. I know there's a lot of people out there that do that test where you cross your knees and you sit down and then you have to stand up, and that means you're in good shape. But the reality is, if you have stiff joints or if you have a painful knee and you can't do it, it doesn't really measure, and everybody's so proud they can do it. But let's hear what the confounding factors are.
But this is an important, simple test that you can do at home to assess your muscle strength and balance. And it is something that you can work on. So just because you can't do it doesn't mean that you cannot improve.
He didn't actually go into the confounding factors, but he talked about them. This is where things like yoga can really come in to play, because over time, Pilates, yoga, things like that can really help with balance and can help with your overall health. So remember, if you can stand on one leg for 10 seconds and not fall over, the chances of you having a sudden death are extremely limited. And if you can't, it could just be that maybe you did it wrong the first time. So try it again. But if you repetitively can't do it, that might be something you want to check out.